Hey there, welcome back to the Meat Thinker channel. I did a video of doing cheap modifications last week and couldn't even get to test it out because I did not have the proper firewood. The wood was a little too green that I couldn't get a clean fire going. So I went out and bought some more seasoned firewood to do it right this time. So let's get to it. After doing the modifications like adding a temperature gauge, firebox bricks, smoker gasket, stack extension, all I had to do was figure out how the smoker behaves before I can start my first cook. Now that I have dry seasoned firewood, this is going to be a quick experiment. So first, let's get the fire going. Pour the charcoal into the chimney, light the fire starter cube, set the chimney on top, and drink a beer or two while the charcoal burns blazing hot. The charcoal is ready. Go ahead and dump it into the firebox. Spread them evenly, get 2 pieces of splits, and throw it on the charcoal. One thing I noticed is that the 18-inch split is a bit too long for the firebox setup I have. Looks like I need to figure out the right size of the split. Now that I have a dry seasoned firewood, I can get it to catch fire within 2 minutes. I put 3 probes on the grate, number 1 close to the firebox, number 2 in the middle, and number 3 next to the stack. As you can see, because of the baffle next to the firebox, the probe number 1 is reading a lot lower than the other 2. But the probe number 2 and 3 are very close to each other. One mod that I didn't do last week was removing the baffle. I thought it would be a good time to remove the baffle and see how the temperature swings without it. So I slid the grate out, removed the baffle, put the grate back, and watched the temperature. But then I noticed that the firebox side was a little too hot because of the radiant heat from the fire, so I moved the probe number 1 closer to the middle where the food will cook. Close the lid and let the heat work itself around the cook chamber and see how it turns out. As I'm adding splits, moving the fire around, opening and closing the firebox lid, the temperature swings up and down quite a bit, but the difference among the 3 probes are all within 15 degrees or so. I may have to add water pan in the front of the firebox later, but this seems to be a good spot to leave everything as is and get ready for the next cook. As I'm learning my way around the first ever offset smoker, I realize this is a very sensitive 500-pound beast to tame. Every split of wood added and how they're spread around the firebox, moisture content of splits have full effect on how this smoker behaves. It is a completely different ballgame compared to set and forget pellet smokers. You have to control every aspect of input in order to get the output you want out of this smoker. This is a new set of challenges to tame this beast, and I am excited to take on that challenge. I hope you would stick around to see the progress. How did you learn to use your offset smoker? What advice would you give to beginners like me? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, check out my Instagram handle at MeatThinker. Thank you for watching and keep meat thinking.